He said, men are dogs, but you women are to blame as well because you picked the wrong type of dog. Family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emanuel, and I'm back today with another random chat. Okay, now what we're gonna talk about today is something I saw on Facebook. Okay, there was this guy, and from the Caribbean, and he said, men are dogs, but you women are to blame as well because you picked the wrong type of dog. You don't understand what I mean yet? Okay. My accent is gonna come out like quite a bit. Okay, so for my English speaking subscribers, I'm so sorry, honey, but we about to get deep in the sauce. Okay, what type of sauce I'm talking about? Relationship sauce. He said, men are dogs, but women are also to be blamed because they picked the wrong type of dog. He's a poodle. He said he's a poodle. He like to stay inside the house. Okay? Yeah, he ain't got no problem going out or whatever, but he's a poodle. You know? That got me thinking. Some of us women go out and get Doberman. Some of us go and get them Great Danes. Some of us go out and get them wild wolf, them mixed wolf, dog wolf, mixed with wolf, okay? How that happened, I don't know how a dog end up out there having, relations with a wolf. How is that possible? That's awkward. Okay, anyways, and some of us go out and get, pit bull, bull mastiff. Me say it right? Me no know. Some of us go and get a little chihuahuas. They act as if they have a big man complex, but they bark bigger than they bite, basically. Okay, they got a lot of chat. Now, if you know that you have a wild dog, a dog that need a lot of room, a lot of space, and you expect that dog to stay inside the house with you, you have a problem right there on your hand, because you picked the wrong dog. You picked the wrong dog. Then kind of dog there, you're not supposed to, interfere with that. Why? Because you're not that type of woman. If you're the type of woman that you're a chihuahua, you need to go find yourself a chihuahua type of man. If you're a poodle, you need to go and find yourself a poodle type of man. Now, if you are a bull mastiff type of woman, you can go out there and probably find yourself a pit bull, a Rottweiler, because, all you have similarities. When people say that opposites attract, okay, for a magnet, opposites attract, okay? And with certain people, opposites attract. But the opposite, when it attracting, it attract for a little bit. It doesn't stay married for long. Like, he's a polar opposite to you, and you decided to make a long time decision, right? And say, oh my gosh, I like this part about him. I never thought that, I would enjoy this type of person, but he's my person. Girl, you're out your... Sis, no, don't do that. Because then, this is where a lot of broken homes come from, right? I'm telling you honest truth, right? This is where a lot of broken homes come from. You know to yourself, deep down there, that you and this man is not made to be with each other. But he rocking your boat the kind of way that you like it. And you decide to go and have a child for the man and expect the man to stay with you. And when he don't stay with you now, you have a problem. I say, all man is dogs. All man is dogs, the man said that. All man is dogs, but it's the type of dog you go and allow inside your house. If you know you cannot tame a bull mastiff, don't get a bull mastiff. If you know that you cannot tame a Rottweiler, don't get a Rottweiler. And listen to this now. Listen to this, huh? You know the saying, you cannot teach old dogs new tricks? It is a saying for a reason, because you get the man when he done grown. What K. Michelle song say, you cannot raise a man? It's not a lie. If you know you have been with this man, right, since he's 16, okay, fine, or you know each other moods and, you know, all them type of things. But if you get with a man that done in his 20s, done go through so much, whatever, people don't train him bad. That is bad training. He come from a home with his mother, because, you know, men does fall in love with women that behave like their mothers. It is not a joke. Yeah, they will mess around with the fast girls and them, but that is to mess around with. Watch any man out there, right? You know them personally, and watch the woman they end up marrying and stay with for years. I'm not talking about the marriages and them that end early. I'm talking about the marriages and them that last, right? Is not a woman like their mother they marry? If you think that what I am saying is a lie, leave it down in the comment below. Especially the men and them. The men. This is a question for you. The type of woman that you go for, right? Does she not have similar traits to your mother? Doesn't she have the mothering instincts that you're accustomed to? Because men, they like home and beacon. They like pigeons, right? They always flock back home. So, if a man is accustomed to a type of treatment from his mother, he goes for a woman with the similar type of behavior, attitude, them kind of stuff. You go for a woman that reminds you of your mother. I wrong? The way she cook. Huh? The way she cook. It'll remind you similar of some of the cooking your mother make. Huh? Don't lie. Don't lie. All you men, don't lie. Just leave a thumbs up in the comment section below. Tell me. I will put myself up and I will talk about me, okay? Now, because I saw how my mother had a lot of patience when I was younger, I used to think that that was how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to just, you know, allow a lot of things. As young women, okay, we allow a lot of things in relationships to happen because, you know, we're just starting out, so we just, how would I say it? We're just starting out, so we're figuring out what we like, right? Okay. Now, you know all men are dogs. It's just a regular saying, right? Okay. But you don't know what kind of dog that you like yet. You know, you have to go through the pound, you know, you have to try and find out what you like, you know. You see the nice, fluffy, you know, wolf mixed dog, and you go for that. Okay, the hair nice, you know, but the upkeep with the hair is a problem. What I mean by upkeep, you have to stroke that one ego constantly. You have to upkeep with making sure that he feel happy all the time, and that is a problem right there. I ain't doing that for no man. If you do something that is, you know, considered, you know, commendable, fine, I give you your props, you know, I tap you on the shoulder, right? But if you're the kind of person that I got to stroke your ego, and I'm not talking about the physical ego, I'm talking about if I have to stroke your ego every single time for you to feel happy, for us to get along good. No, honey, me and you, we cannot agree. Alright. Now, there are some people who go out and they get themselves, you know, them little Chihuahua dog. They're pretty, right? But they like to bark a lot. Okay? You go out, you get yourself a man like that, right? The man acting like a man inside the house, right? Okay. Now, you in something with somebody, and it is a point where that person is supposed, your man, supposed to come to your defense, and he ain't say nothing. red flag right there. Because a man is supposed to be a protector. I'm not saying to be overly protective. And especially if the situation is conducive as to why you have to protect your woman, then that is a different thing, right? So this is what I mean by Chihuahua. He got a lot of talk inside the house, but then when outside the house now, when it's time for him to make big chat, he ain't got no big chat. Red flag, that is not the one for you. If you go out and you find yourself a Doberman, you find yourself a pit bull, you find yourself, a bull mastiff, okay? You find them kind of buff up dog, them dogs that, the only thing they know how to do is to destroy. Okay? Yeah, they love their little attention, but then you leave them alone for a little bit and everything is just destruction. All of a sudden, you're seeing all the extra woman coming around. This one is my cousin, this one is my cousin's cousin, this one is my cousin on my third cousin's side. And, because you have an outside dog, you have a wild dog. If you know that you don't want to go on pressure pill in your early 20s, or even your early 40s, let alone Antiguan dialect, leave those type of men alone. If you tried that type of pedigree and it don't work, leave it alone. Now, I'm not saying that all poodles, all them little nice white fluffy dogs, them dogs that you keep inside the house, I'm not saying all of them are good, okay? I'm not saying all of them are good. Some of them have, bad traits. But find a man that basically compliments you and how you behave and you compliment him. You know what I mean? Where he fall off a little bit, that's the way you pick up. Where you fall off a little bit, that's where he's supposed to pick up. That's how it's supposed to be, right? Not you always doing stuff like, he always doing stuff. You're supposed to meet in the middle. Meet in the middle. If you're wondering why you have issues in your home, double check on the type of pedigree you got inside your house. What type of man you have in your house. And if that is not the man for you, even though you've been with the person for 10 years, it is time to just call it quits. Honestly. Listen, a lot of people say they stay in relationship for their children and whatever. That is what you will be teaching your child. This is how generational curses come about, right? What children see their parents do. Me, I used to see my mother have a lot of patience for a lot of things that was just mind-blowing. This level of patience for things that he don't even have patience for. You know what I mean? When it comes to her, he didn't even have patience for that. Anyways, that's not my story to tell, so me not say nothing but me just to say what me see, and I end up doing it, right? But I cut that out because my woman child not seeing that and going out in the world to go and do that. You understand? You have children at home who are watching you. Even though you don't have children at home, you're not on a picnic yet, you have nieces, you have nephews, but somebody is watching you. Somebody's looking up to you. That person is looking up to you. You're going out and you're doing all this. Forget about going out. You're home in closed doors and you're allowing a lot of things to happen. And then when your woman child or your man child get bigger and you start to say, oh, why they doing this, why they doing that? Reassess your life. What are you doing that you would want your children or your nieces and nephews to follow suit and do? Forehead, big boy. Let's hide that part, yeah? You don't need to see all that, okay? What are you doing, right, that you don't want the youth to grow up and do? Especially when it comes to relationships. Alright? If you don't want your child to go after a man that only with you because he wants your body, do not do it. If you don't want your child to grow up and, abuse people, whether it be emotional or physical, don't allow it to happen. I'm so serious. This is where generational curses come from. We wonder if it happened from grandmother, mother, and now, you know. It doesn't have to happen even with your mother. It could start with you. They see you doing something and then they go and do it. I hope this opens your eyes, you know. I really hope this opens your eyes to the type of person that you're in a relationship with. Okay. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that bell notification button so you can get more videos from me. Okay. See you guys in the next one. Bye.